Hi, I'm Lindsay Nataki, pediatric speech-language pathologist, and I'm here today to help you work on speech and language at home. First, I want to say thank you so much for being so patient with me as I try to adjust with my videos, because I needed my backdrop frame. I needed that for my green screen for teletherapy for schools, and so just kind of switching all of that around was very difficult for me. So thank you for being patient. Today, I want to talk about first words. So I know that at 12 months, that is the big milestone year. At 12 months, we're expecting our babies to say their first words, take their first steps, and it might seem like on that day that they turn 12 months that all of a sudden, boom, they're gonna have all these words and they're gonna be able to do all these things. But the reality of it is that there's actually a lot of precursors and pre-linguistic milestones that need to be hit before the 12-month mark. It's important to know these milestones and to know if your child is hitting them or not, because we want to be accurate with what our child is able to do. A lot of times we think our babies are saying their first words at 8 months or 9 months. And although that might be true, because every child is so unique and different, if we do think that our children are saying their first words at 9 months, then when they turn 12 months, we're expecting them to continue to grow that vocabulary. And when they don't, we start to get really worried. When in fact, the problem really was that they weren't really saying their first words at 9 months. They were just babbling. And babbling is actually one of the pre-linguistic milestones, but there are certain types. So at 7 to 9 months, your baby should be producing reduplicative babbling. So this is when the babbling sounds like a consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So it's a string of jargon. It sounds like ma, 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 ba, 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 ba. There's not much meaning tied to this, but you could see how mama, mama sounds like mama, or da, 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 da sounds like da, da. And so we really want to make sure that what they're saying is tied to meaning, or are they just jargoning? By 10 to 12 months, their babbling is starting to change. So now it's a consonant, vowel, but the consonants and the vowels are changing. So instead of ba, ba, it might be ba, di. Also, the intonation is changing. So the baby's words are sounding a lot like adult words. And so again, a lot of times we might think that our baby is saying words when really they're just babbling in a variegated state. So what counts as a word? Sign language, animal sounds, environmental sounds, and then word approximations. Because remember, your baby's not going to be able to say the whole word, and their oral motor muscles and their articulation is not mature yet. So they're not able to say everything. So they might just be able to say half the words, or they might just be able to say the vowel and not really the consonants yet. And that still counts as a word. As long as it's consistent and it's tied to meaning, it counts as a word. So for sign language, when your baby says more, or will sign more every time, and it's because they want something that's tied to meaning and it's consistent, so it counts as a word. When you ask your baby, what does a cow say? And they say moo, it's consistent, it's tied to meaning, because they might even call the cow moo moo, it counts as a word. Another big thing that I want to draw your attention to is your baby's receptive language. So that's what your baby understands. So is he following directions? Does he know who mama and dada are? How is his attention? Is he able to sit and attend for a minute or 2 minutes, depending on how old he is? Is he waving and pointing to things? If you point to something, will he look at it and look back at you for joint attention and joint referencing? Because these are all skills that have to be present in order for words to come. If you're not sure what your baby is capable of receptively, then schedule a consultation with an SLP, with a licensed SLP in your area, or you can ask your pediatrician for some guidance. You can seek psychologist help just to see what other concerns that these professionals might have, and they might be able to direct you to an SLP who's in your area. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And again, thank you for being so patient with me as I try to figure out this new filming area that I have here. And as always, I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.